Hi, I'm Robert.
And I'm John. And we're the Generation X Men.
Dude, I just love that. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, good. How you been this week?
Good. I was
It
excited.
was a big week.
Yeah, it
A
was
lot
actually
of stuff went on this week.
big time.
A lot of big things in the comic world. A lot of big things released.
Yes, finally. Big shout out to the chat.
You've only been waiting forever.
8 years.
So-
8 years. 8 years. 2 months. Or no, 8 years, 2 years in delays. That's it.
Yeah.
Literally. Campbell, buddy, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Martin, what is up, buddy? Brian, nice to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm curious about
I agree
that.
with you there. I'm gonna wait till I can watch it.
Me too. I'm waiting for it too as well. And then I'll give my full honest opinion about it.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you everybody for being here, and everybody catches this on the rewind. I appreciate it. Me and John both appreciate it. Thanks. It's going to be a lot of nerd talk today. I have a lot on my brain. As you can see, is the title. You see Moon Knight and Morbius. So we're both going to be talking about that today. It's an awesome. I'm gonna let you go first, John.
Why? You don't want to save the best for last?
Oh, I am going to save the best for last, because I know there's people out there in the community that want to know what the G-Man thinks, because Morbius is a big.
Well, I mean, yeah, you have been waiting on this for a long time.
Long time.
And
Saturn Nation, hey, good afternoon. Yeah, and yeah, it's just like.
Well, right. And you know, without getting into that yet, and even there was. Yeah, I've read reviews articles on Moon Knight for years.
Yep.
Because I was really hoping Moon Knight would become a Marvel movie.
Right.
I think they can do it a lot better as a TV show than as there's so much involved in it.
Exactly. People need to understand that, and that's why they did that. For sure.
And now I think it's great, and they can take that character and add him to the MCU very easily. I mean, he's already a cinema actor, so it's an easy crossover. What's up, Cookie? Glad to have you. I talked to Cookie this week in text and told him, I said, eventually we're just going to have a Cookie on. So
yes, no kidding. Agreed. Love that, Chris.
But me personally, I loved Moon Knight. I thought it was a great show.
So did we.
I mean, without giving everything away, let me give everything away. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
No. I don't want. I hate spoilers on.
Well, then okay. Then you know what? We should have. We should do. We'll come up with a graphic, and just like spoiler. You've got 30 seconds.
It would be the whole thing if you're talking about a show that just came out. But
I guess
the I loved how they did it. With the whole split personality of Moon Knight.
Yep.
I thought they did it great. I didn't know
Yep.
how they would handle that. Reviews I read, from articles years back, is they
Right.
could never do a Moon Knight movie
Right.
because of the split personality.
Right.
People wouldn't follow it. It would just be too difficult.
Not these days.
No, I mean they did great with it, and I loved the background talking.
Yep.
Him seeing things. The character that was initially, somebody had said, well, I think that was Werewolf by Night. No, it wasn't Werewolf by Night. Yeah, that was not in that show. That if you think of Egyptian, that was like an Anubis warrior that showed up in that show. So
yeah, exactly.
if you were wondering who did he fight,
Yeah,
that was like an Anubis soldier.
Exactly right, because that's all Egyptian.
So, but yeah, that was hilarious, and it made me laugh so much. When he's trying to claw himself out of the bathroom, he's like, "Holy crap!"
Yep.
Like, get over here. I loved it. I thought the show was great. I thought the initial everything was done excellent, and I'm really looking forward to this Wednesday so I can find out, where's this one going from here. So
we are too. Big time. I had the Queen watch it, and she just like, wow, absorbed it all, loved it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Totally loved it.
I mean, he's always been one of those characters that
he's very obscure.
Yeah, but he has a huge following and liking for being one of those obscure characters.
Yep.
And the thing about Moon Knight is if you can find a Moon Knight toy, if you're digging through a dollar bin and you find a Moon Knight toy in a package, you better scoop it up for whatever you can find it for. They are very hard to find, the old Moon Knight figures, because the fans of Moon Knight scooped those up. And held them like they were gold. And you cannot find those things. And even the Moon Knight pops that have just been, released, or they're on pre-order right now, they are going super fast. I want to see Brendan Fraser team up in Moon Knight. Why?
I'm just trying. I think he's trying to be funny. You can see.
The only Brendan Fraser character I know that he's is Robot Man from Suicide Squad. What were they? It wasn't Suicide. Doom Patrol.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the old Moon Knight figures are great. He was an obscure character, supposed to be a bad guy.
Steve.
But everybody loved him so much they said, we got to keep using this guy. From the Mummy.
The Mummy movie. That's
okay.
Okay.
He doesn't look like that anymore, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while. Wow. Yeah, it was excellent. I enjoyed Moon Knight big time. Really, really liked it. The Queen was like, this is really interesting. I go, yep. This is what a lot of people don't know. And this is the reason why they did it as a TV series. We were talking about this earlier. It's like, instead of making a movie out of it, make it a TV series.
Right.
So people can
only do so much in the amount of time you have. And any of the more intimate, detailed characters, you do a lot more justice with one of those. And somebody could say, well, it's only 6 episodes. That's 6 hours.
Yeah.
And if you watch them back to back once they're done, that's a 6-hour movie.
Right. As
opposed to go to the theater, and the most you're going to get is 3. So I would rather have especially with the quality they're doing these series at.
Yeah,
I would rather have that 6-hour to 10-hour TV series than to have the full length film of 2.5 to 3 hours.
Right. Moon Knight. That's a lot of. Hold on, buddy. I'm coming.
Let's see. Yeah, he does look like me. He's getting more attractive the older he gets. So, yeah. But yeah, Brendan Fraser, he doesn't look like this. I mean, at least he's still got his head of hair, but
Right.
I look more like Robot Man from.
Steve is all over you here. Hold on. Here we go. Bam.
But yeah, okay. So what was your take on it? I mean,
on Moon Knight?
yeah,
No, it made a lot of sense to me, and that's something I had to explain a little bit to Laura, and
right.
then I had to like just watch it,
Right.
and you'll figure it out because that's what they're doing. They're giving you the whole character development about him, who he is. And she's like, he's tied up to the bed. I go, yep, I know,
For a reason. Yeah.
yep.
But he, that character thought he was the real one.
Yep. I
Yeah,
think the
so-
only scrutiny problem I think it was is something about the outfit that he was wearing. Something didn't look right on the outfit. That was the only thing she said. And when he's in his old white outfit and the half moon symbol in the front of his head,
Right.
there was something about that she didn't quite understand.
You're talking about the costuming part?
Yeah, the costume part. Yeah.
That was really quick on the costume part.
Yeah.
And the costume is way different than the one from the comic books.
Right,
It's a
right,
lot more detailed, and it's a lot more mummy looking.
Sure.
With the bands, but I think it works for him. I like it. I think it's going to work.
Where was it? I had it.
The initial my initial first reaction to that costume was I didn't care for it. The more I look at it, the more I see it, the more I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling it. I like it. I like how it looks.
Sure.
So I like the whole mummy look of it.
I did too, big time.
And I like how they're having it to where he can just change into Moon Knight, and you can see the bands kind of come around and start to wrap him up. So
right.
I think it's going to be really neat and interesting. I thought they were going to do something different, like when he grabbed his hands and and the whole TikTok thing was going to go on.
Right.
I thought there was going to be something more that happened there. But what he tell him? He's like, you're in chaos or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, not yet.
Whoa.
No, I was trying to fix something. Sorry. Got it now. Trying to pull something out of there. Anyway, yeah, it was. I'm looking forward to the next episode. So they're doing a good job doing that. That makes me very happy. We did watch. Me and the Queen watched the new Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Zach,
it was cool to see all the Spider-Men together. I thought that was cool.
I really liked the.
It was nice to see William Dafoe have a better more acting in it.
Right. Well, he was always a great Green Goblin. So,
excellent.
Yeah, that was
psychological
part
of it.
I couldn't imagine somebody else playing that better, because he's definitely a scary looking actor anyway.
Yeah, he is, but he's a good one. He's a good actor.
I mean, he's I think he would be terrifying to act with, just because he looks menacing.
Yep.
But I mean, he was a great Green Goblin, and that's another one of those split personality characters. In that case, he's a bad guy,
right?
And Moon Knight's not. But
right.
I loved in Spider-Man where they're all getting ready to go and they have the web cartridges, and he's like, "Whoa, what's that?" Yeah. you can't just do this. Yeah.
Yep. What was it? Yes, agreed, Campbell. That was my.
It had some slow points in it, and I'm not denying.
I'm curious. This here, did you see the picture for this? I seen the picture who they picked for the Crow reboot. Thank you, Sandy, for that. Also Jeff had put it out there for me as well. The Crow reboot is going to be done apparently by Bill Sazagard. How do you say his last name? can never say it right. Did it? The clown.
Oh, Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. That's it. Yep. That's interesting. I don't know.
Ah,
You can never replace Brandon Lee. That's just in my heart. That's going to be a hard one to really stomach. When it comes to the Crow, that one's kind of a. There's only ever going to be one Crow, and that's Brandon Lee, hands down. Period. I don't think they're going to be able to make a good remake on that. That's just my opinion. They've tried with other ones, and it's like,
right. Yeah. They've never done really well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think if you put the white makeup on him, it's going to look like it.
Right.
So,
Yep.
I mean,
Ryan, I agree with you. We were talking about the Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Okay. Guy who played. Yeah, that's it. Yep. April Fool's gag. That's what I thought too. I was like, seriously? I thought the same thing.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
But
True.
you know, you go right back to
Thank
Michael
you.
Keaton.
Yep.
No, I mean, yeah. Anytime I see something like this, I go back to the Michael Keaton effect of how could Mr. Mom play Batman? And how everybody
exactly.
said that was terrible casting. And yeah, it'll never work. And they were wrong. He
The
played
Queen
a
likes Michael
terrific
Keaton as
Batman and
Batman.
a terrific Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess the only scrutiny thing I can give Spider-Man is, okay, once is fine, but not multiple times. It really got to the point where the three Spider-Mans, the three actors coming together as one. All right. And there was a lot of, I didn't like all of the, what is it? With great power comes great responsibility multiple times said. Once is fine.
See, no, I did
That's a
like that.
Stan Lee line.
No,
For me.
And yeah, it was. But I understood where they were coming from. That's how they were tying everything together from the multiple universes.
Yes, I did.
So yeah, I mean when she said it, when Aunt May said it, when something happened to her, if you haven't seen it, that tied his world into that part of the terrible scenario.
It looks like they were trying way too hard though when they were like talking to each other. It seemed really awkward to me. That was the only thing. Everything else was cool. I mean, I was loving the whole part with Doctor Strange. So if you haven't seen the movie, I don't know. It's been out for a while, guys. So my favorite scene, and I'm going to get to that, and that's near the end when he's creating that spell. There's a reason for all of this. When we're talking about multiverses, you see the sky split and crack,
right?
Different multiverses, and the stuffs are coming through, and he's trying to find a way to. And they're going to eliminate that whole thing, and just the cracks. It goes back to all these other movies that we've been watching and all these shows we've been watching. It shows up the same thing. This is how Marvel's going to get their rights back to a lot of these different characters. That's what I'm, because doesn't the MCU get their Spider-Man franchise back coming up here this year? I thought they did.
I don't know when Marvel
gets that back.
That is Sony's. I don't know when that comes back, if it comes back. Mm-hmm. Sony doesn't have a whole lot of rights to many characters now. So
that's what I'm saying. So they're getting that. So MCU is going to get their characters back. I love to know how that here's what bugs me. It's like, that whole part where they were going through their acquisitions in the 90s before Blade, the movie, came out.
Right.
They not sold, but like, it's like they borrowed their license to other companies and Sony ate them up. I mean, especially Spider-Man.
Oh, no, they sold them. I mean, that's how Marvel made it through that.
Is that what it was?
Well, what I call it the Dark Ages a couple of weeks ago.
It's so frustrating.
But, to stay afloat, they sold the rights. Yeah, so Marvel still owned the comic book
Yep.
character, but the
Yep. Yep.
movie and TV rights
Yeah.
were sold to different
So,
companies where they
yep.
could do what they wanted to do with that character.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, they split them off and they sold X-Men to some and
Yep.
Spider-Man to some, and yeah, I think when they I don't think they sold X-Men. I think they sold mutants.
Yeah. That's
So
what
it
they
was
did.
that
Yep.
umbrella of if it was a mutant,
But even a lot of the anti-villains, they did too. Same thing.
right?
So that's I know a lot of the community. I'm very hopeful for it. I will love to see, MCU get those rights back, some of those rights back. And you see it being done when you watch a Sony movie. Now, Sony movies are not perfect by no means. Some of them
Yeah,
are good, but it's
right.
like each to his own. But I've noticed a kind of a common theme when it comes to Sony movies.
They're not as good as the actual Marvel movies. I don't want to say Disney, but you know, you think a lot of these companies could make a lot of their money back just by selling the rights back or even leasing the rights back. Say, look, you can make this character and put them in there, but we're
Right.
going to get, this percentage. It's a
Right.
win-win. You let them
Yeah.
use the character and you get a percentage for doing nothing.
Yep, exactly. And
So,
you notice it in the Spider-Man movies like all the time, especially when everybody's looking for those little cameo things in the end.
right. Which I love the cameo at the end.
So do I. Everybody does. But like we talked about this, I asked you about this, and this is a good one for the chat. And I've said this before. If Marvel or Sony just decided we're not going to do those little teaser moments anymore in the movies, do you think they would be as good as they are? Because 95%, I shouldn't say 95%. I'll take that back. There is a big majority of collectors and stuff that are out there, people that are out there, that won't even watch the movie all the way through and just go right to the end to see what the next spec is instead of the interest in the story. You know what I mean?
well, I mean,
I
you want
always
to
hear
find out
about the
what's
end.
coming up next. How are they going to tie it in? Who's going to be the
Exactly. And there's a lot of frustration with that. And we'll get into that too as well. I mean, there's like a lot of inconsistencies of how they try to fit something in to continue on with the story. Everybody wants a timeline.
right?
This
Well,
is
I
how
mean,
they're going to get away with it. Multiverse.
you just got to figure out where it falls in that timeline.
You know, one thing I noticed too, though, John, it's like when I watched the end of Spider-Man and they show the one clip and then they showed a whole, yep, at the end of the Spider. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then at the very end of it, they did a whole commercial run for Marvel. Sony did at the very end. They add their ad for it's going to go right into House of Doctor Strange.
Right.
Mind of that whole story is going to be coming out. So there's a lot of stuff there that's coming through.
Now the thing is at the end of that movie where they changed things and he did the spell to everybody forgot Peter Parker. They didn't forget Spider-Man.
Right.
They just everybody forgot
Peter Parker.
Yep. Now Zach brought up a good point.
Yep.
Yeah. After that happened, he said, "Well, to Captain Marvel, she doesn't know any difference anyway because she never knew Peter Parker. She only knew him as Spider-Man."
Spider-Man. Yep.
So, just it's not that he can't go up to somebody and go, "Hi, I'm Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man." Okay, well that just changes to now that person knows your name's Peter Parker, but that gets it back to the secret identity part where nobody knows who you are.
Yeah.
You go back to the electric company. That's
it rang a bell.
let me show you the Generation X part. Now, the Electric Company was a show on TV
on Channel 2
PBS,
Public Network. Yep.
that taught you things.
Yes,
it was an educational TV show. Right around Sesame Street time frame.
And that's when Morgan Freeman started as well.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan Freeman was in
You can watch Morgan
Company.
Freeman clips on
Yep.
YouTube.
Yep.
On the Electric Company.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I was flipping through just watching it, and I heard that voice. And I was like,
Yep.
I know that voice.
Yep. Yep.
See, and kids grew up with, and I guess that's why I've always liked Morgan Freeman, because
Yeah, me too.
I watched him ever since I was a kid and
Yeah.
didn't realize it.
Yep. He's an awesome character. He's done awesome roles, multiple movies. I loved him in.
And then you also had the $6.32 man.
So
you either had the Spider-Man stories,
yep.
as Bronze Age was saying, or you had the $6.32 man, which he'd have the little, light up bubble and say grab the, and then he'd have to spell out the last word, and it's supposed to be map, and he would grab the mat that they were standing on and they'd all fall down. He's like, I did it. And they're like, no, grab the map. Oh, right.
Okay. Hell yeah. Before my time. Yeah, I suppose. All right. So let me get I'm gonna share my screen here. Dusty, buddy, what is up? Okay, what time what are we at right now? 26 minutes?
Yeah, we're about halfway in.
Yeah. James Earl Jones. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Jeff's birthday next week. Yes, I know. Like, be doing his, be awesome. All right. Trying to think here. Let's do this. Let me do this ad really quick.
Do it.
It's for Morbius, kind of the conversation I want to get into here next. Let's do this. Show. And
Don't go full screen.
Is it on full screen?
It's on full screen. Don't go full screen.
I've known you since you were a child.
Take it off full screen. There you go.
You always have. If there's an answer to your disease, you'll find it.
All right.
Yep.
I should have died years ago.
So your basic premise behind it is he's
still here.
Has a blood disorder. And he has to have, it's kind of like bad kidneys, so he's got to have a circulation here. This point up here was interesting. I wish they would have done more there. And she did a really good job acting.
So I haven't seen this yet. So this is going to be pretty much a you review.
Almost. Yep.
He looks pretty skinned out there.
Yeah, he did a really good job. That part there, that was cool.
How far are we allowed to go to fix something that's broken? Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
Anyway,
right.
Come on now. Can't even get it off full screen here. Get back into their chat. There we go. So, showing that. Very exciting. It was a very quick movie, hour and a half, about hour and 40 minutes.
Really? I would expect
went very quickly. What could I say? All right. I was trying to save like the critics' reviews and this whole thing with the reviews and Rotten Tomatoes, each to his own. I'm a huge Morbius fan.
Right.
I love this movie. It was quick. It was a Sony movie though. Okay. So I'm expected to be a little disappointed on certain things. Now I've heard a lot of things from people in their chats and talking about this movie and saying how they cut it all up and they chop this and chop that and chop this. Well, I'll tell you something. It was acceptable. Me and the Queen went and watched this movie and we went in with low expectations. We really did. I'm like, I have learned my lesson from watching movies in the past.
Right.
Went in very low expectations and came out like, I literally grabbed my wife's hand a couple times, like, because I was so excited. I wanted to say something because I was happy. And the movie theater had a lot of people in it when we were watching it. And after the movie was done and the ending credits stood up, and I'm like, yes, finally, I get a little bit of satisfaction, because here's the reason why I'm so happy. We have now one of my favorite monsters, vampire. I'm fascinated with Dracula, and in comics, lots of Dracula comic books, Morbius, everything Morbius I've ever had. We've got now 2 vampires in the universe.
Right.
I'm talking about in our Marvel, Sony comic book related characters. That makes me very happy. Very happy. You got 2 different people, 2 different things.
Right.
Sorry.
The other one being Blade.
Yes, exactly. The other one being Blade.
Which came in at the end of Eternals.
Yep. With the ebony blade, that was awesome. I was very happy. I'm really looking forward to that actor too, playing
the Black Knight.
Black Knight. Also the Blade character, the new Blade movie, the actor. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Black Knight. I think that's going to be a really nice spin. And if it does proceed on and they end up doing Captain Britain and some other, European teams almost going Excalibur, I'm okay with that too. I always liked Excalibur. So,
and what really made me happy is, unfortunately, the G-Man at the beginning of the week, literally, I listened to 8 different reviews for this Morbius movie.
Before I
watched it.
Okay.
Yep. Before I watched it. And the Queen goes, why'd you do that? I go, because I want to hear what people are saying about it. I'll come up with my own conclusion. I usually do. I usually don't go by what critics say anyway, because it's the same thing. As an example of that, when we watched Star Wars, they gave Star Wars a thumbs down back when we were kids. They gave it a thumbs down. And now look at it. It's exploded, I watched every new movie, low expectations. Yeah. The down. Yes, exactly, Al. Exactly. I agree with you there.
I go into every Alien movie like that now. I love Alien.
I like that.
Right. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. It's a thought. It's very interesting. That would be actually, for the Interview with the Vampire series, that would be very cool. Let me get caught up. Brian, I've shared the Adventure of Fear comic, but Morbius will be Redbox for me. Glad you loved it. I know, Brian. It's all good. I'm a little geekified about it. I'm really, really, really happy. It's been, like I said, 8 years, 2 years in delays for this movie to finally come out. I think the only thing I was disappointed with was more like the length of it. It was very short, but it was fast paced enough. So for all of you younger generations that watch this, it was perfect for you because it was quick. For me,
are you saying something about low attention span?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just, we all think differently and see things differently, but oh my goodness. Okay. I heard things like, as an example, 90s special effects, bullet time. I call it bullet time because that's what it reminded me of. There was some scenes in there in his action scenes when he's doing a fight scene. Just awesome, John. They did they were trying to give you more like a realistic view of it. So as you see a shadow and he's going, you see everything moving in like bullet time as he's attacking. So that I thought was cool. Okay. So a little bit of my Morbius character. The other cool thing that really got me and the Queen big time, and this is going to go right to Batman for you guys. I heard people I usually go alien movies crying and terrified. Yeah, she doesn't like the xenomorph. She hates the xenomorph. It terrifies her. That's awesome. So people were calling this another Batman movie. They're trying to make Morbius into a Batman character. I have something to say to you Batman people out there. Batman is his own storyline. He is a human as a bat. This is a bat. He's a vampire. He's a bat.
He's closer to Man-Bat than Batman.
Exactly. So it's like, how can you relate the two together at all? You can't.
But I've never made that correlation.
Me neither. Me neither. Well, see, in the movie, there's some really cool scenes. Like the example where he puts his hand up on those things. That was a very short scene. They went through scenes pretty quickly. You could follow through. When he goes up and puts his hand on, you see all the bats in this ginormous cave, which was really cool. I like bats anyway. And the bats come through and you see them close up, and then it kind of ends there. And then as it continues, what's cool is a scene in the movie where he's calling for help. And if you guys remember the Batman movie the Joker?
It was what? No,
Jared Leto?
No.
No,
Are you
not
talking
Jared
about
Leto.
where he had the little screecher?
No, I'm talking about the one where the Batman has the technology for Sonic.
That was in the first one.
First one.
And he dropped it down the center staircase. That was with the Scarecrow. But yeah, and all the bats came and swirled up around. And
that was cool.
Escaped with the bats. Yeah.
There's a scene in the movie where he calls for help.
And
he has a screech that comes out of his mouth, and he's like screams. And it must have been every bat on the planet came to his assistance. And as he's standing up and the bats are circling him, you can see him putting his claws out and his hands out, and the bats are literally like, they do a close up in his hand, and it was just cool. It was just cool. It was really, really neat. Okay, in the Batman movies, this is Batman Returns, I think it is, with Morgan Freeman, same actor that we like,
right?
Where they come up with the technology for the cell sonic thing for his eyes for Batman. Remember that technology he had? And Morgan Freeman says, well, this is a power that we can't really. It was the one with Joker. Yeah. It was Batman Returns. And he gives him the technology for, it was.
Oh, where he could like see
radar.
Right.
With sonic radar, and he could see anything and pick up a sound from cell phones.
Right.
Throughout the entire, wherever it was, as he put this on to track a location. Okay. And then they apparently destroyed it at the end of that Batman movie, that technology. Okay. Right. Well, I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers. I want more people to see it. When Morbius does a sonic location, his ears, they give you visual cues, which is cool. The face and stuff they did on him was awesome. His ears would like crinkle right here, and it was like vibration would hit. And he was just like a bat. He was feeling it. Laura was like, that's so cool. I go, I know. Me and the Queen really enjoyed this movie. We don't go to movies very often. But yeah, spoiler review. Sorry, guys.
It's definitely one I'll have to check out.
Yeah, it's definitely
I haven't got to it yet.
Very fun movie. Very, very fun movie. Yo, what is up? Yeah, Mitz Gallery, yes. Am I missing anybody here? Did I catch up with anybody? There we go. But that tech, and I think that's why everybody was had the Batman correlation, because of that technology the Batman had.
Right.
Morbius already has it naturally in
Right.
his transformation. He puts like a sonic boom out, and he can scan an entire area down to the pinpoint location like a bat, and that's how he sees it, just like they did there, which was phenomenal. Will they make a new one? I don't know. Would they make a monsters? When you look at the ending credits, okay, everybody said the ending credits in it are kind of because of what was it? What was it? The villain, Michael Keaton's role, the Hawkman, or what was it in Spider-Man?
Oh, he was Vulture.
Vulture, that's it, the Vulture one. Okay. They show a snippet of that at the end, but the thing that got me before they got to that part where they're showing these little cameos for continuations of what's coming up, this is all being pretty much directed right towards Doctor Strange multiverse mind of madness. This is
Right.
all going to link. Here's one little tidbit people I know will not see if they weren't paying attention. So out of all of our Spider-Man movies, well, most of them, this last one especially, I noticed it, and a couple of our Marvel movies, we've noticed the cracks in the sky or the opening of the multiverse being opened up in the background. At the end of this, it shows a skyline of the city, and all of a sudden it's like, and you see an opening, just like in multiverse.
Okay.
And then it goes right to Falcon, right to the end. You see Morbius come out and introduce himself, and he goes, he's in his mask. You know who the character is. And he goes, well, I think we should team up. And he kind of smiles, and that's kind of like the end right there.
So they've done a good way of. I like how they've opened up the multiverse and they can jump all these characters around. So,
of course, it brings all these other characters that we've liked.
and it does a good tie together. It's actually a way they can get Black Widow back.
Yep.
Just like they did in the What If shows. They just brought one from another dimension.
And if you go to like the Disney Network now and some of those channels, they actually have them in sequence order. You can watch them in order, and they'll have the TV show in between, like a movie. Like I go Iron Man 2, and then it goes to a TV show to keep you in a time frame of what they're doing. Phases, they're phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. You can go through all of that in order if you're a completist that wants to make a story follow through a story. And you can see it kind of doesn't match. It mismatches a lot. So I just basically gave just a tiny bit away. More than I'll have to wait another week before I can talk about it again. Yeah, it comes out in video. I'm buying it. I don't care. It's my favorite. Like I said, really, really enjoyed the movie. Thought it was fun. It was a little fast paced for me. Right. Most of the, I don't know what the critics were talking about. I don't know why they gave it as negative 17 or what. It was 17 on the Rotten Tomatoes score. I'm like, really? This was not a bad movie. This was a good movie. Wasn't excellent, like I said.
Right.
But it's like, what makes me happy is his name is out there now. Now people are going to know who he is. And whether they like the actor or not, I'm sorry. I thought he did a fantastic job playing the role. He did a great job. The special effects and, his stuff from, where he's dying, his really good friend that plays in it, they both have the same condition.
Right.
Which is interesting. So, yeah. I loved it. Hands down.
So other things that we have to look forward to are Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yep.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
The Marvels.
That's going to be a hard one. That's going to be a hard one to get through.
Black Panther.
It's not the same actor.
I know that one.
That's where I'm having a hard time with it.
I really thought they should have gone with the actor that played Shuri.
Yeah.
And just made her Black Panther.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it would have streamed better and it would have been accepted better.
Sure. Tony, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, the Marvel.
Bill, you're funny, dude. He's like,
Jared
so
Leto,
you're
a cult member, cult leader.
You know what got me? Okay. I don't know if you guys seen any of the like interviews that Leto had, but there was one where he's doing a red carpet for the opening for Morbius. And he shows a background where he's standing there. And if you look at closely, they did a headshot of him like this, and he's wearing a necklace. His necklace in diamonds was the number 6. That was interesting. The Sinister Six, maybe?
See,
If you want to talk about speculation, that makes me laugh. That's why I don't get into the spec thing. I'm just like, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm still enjoying it. We know these characters in our stories, and us nerds know these stories. And just to see them on the screen, I was like a little kid. I was very giddy in the movie theater. I loved it.
right.
Sorry. I know it was simple, but what do you expect? It's a Sony movie. Just like I have a problem with Fox Studio, the same thing. And I love both of the companies. They put out really good movies. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But like as an example, Alien. Okay.
I'm right there with you. I already know where you're going.
Predator. Oh my God. It's like this are excellent movies. Too many people in one basket to come up with an idea. I mean, come on, let's be real.
There hasn't been a great alien movie since Aliens.
Yeah.
And Aliens was written. Did you watch the show on Aliens?
Yeah.
The movies that made us?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Where they talked about, they wrote it, they planned everything out, they got funding for it, and then went, has anyone asked Sigourney Weaver if she wants to do this?
Exactly. Yeah, they're like the last minute. Everything they kind of pieced together. That made me laugh.
And she's like, and that's why I got $1 million to get this.
She's smart.
Because they had everything lined out and never asked me if I wanted to do it.
Too funny. Yeah. And it's just like, what was it? Okay. Now I watched the new Ghostbusters.
I liked it.
I did too. I thought it was great. That it was great.
Not the girl one.
For a modern take.
But the new one.
Yeah. The brand new one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was fun. It was a fun movie.
Yeah. Not the other one.
No, not the other one. No,
yeah, no, it wasn't. No.
It wasn't that.
That one was a no, but this last one with the kids in it and bringing them out, that was a definite yes. I liked that one. That was a good revitalization.
Exactly.
Of Ghostbusters. You're not trying to make those characters younger. Yeah, they were old. One of them had died. Yep. Yeah, it showed.
Yep.
But they were 30, 40 years older. So,
true.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy. We got another year on that one.
Yep.
Those are always great and they're hilarious. Yes. So
fun.
I enjoy the comedy in the Marvel movies. They're not taking it that serious.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be that serious. It's not real.
Well, I heard the Batman is pretty serious.
Spoiler, it's not real.
I haven't seen it yet.
What, Batman?
Yeah. I heard the new Batman is really good, but it's a very serious movie. My daughter's seen it. I heard
I've heard it's good. I'll know when I actually watch it on video or something.
Me too. That is Warner Brothers still, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That means they'll come to HBO Max soon.
I will go watch the Harry Potter movie before I watch the Batman movie.
Me too. I probably will too. That actually looks really good. Really good. What's that?
But I love Harry Potter. I think it's great. So is the next Thor, the next movie to come out is Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. That'll be May, I think, isn't it?
May 6th is what it's scheduled for.
We'll probably go to the movie theaters to watch that again as well.
Love and Thunder is July 8th, tentatively right now, until they change it.
Right.
And then you got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Right.
And then fingers crossed, because this is where it can all go to really fast. Fantastic Four. How many times is 4 the charm? Is that what it's going to be?
Let's
The
hope.
fourth time
Oh
the
my
charm?
God, let's hope. You know how many people are going to lose their minds if they just see a glimpse of Galactus, anything Silver Surfer.
I mean, but you've got the one flunky fail of Fantastic Four
Right.
that was back in the 90s that a lot of people
Right.
don't know about, but it's there, and oh my God.
Right.
Where Marvel made it as a tax write-off, didn't even tell the actors that it was never going to hit film, that they were just making it to write money off. That was it.
Right.
So you had that failed attempt. Then you had the first actual Fantastic Four movie, which I thought was pretty good. They didn't have the technology to do Mr. Fantastic right.
Yep.
They didn't have the stretchy technology.
Right.
Everything else was really good. And then they had the Silver Surfer one.
Yep.
It was okay. I mean, it wasn't.
I liked the only things I liked about it was Silver Surfer and Doctor Doom in it. Those were excellent.
And the whole Galactus as a cloud thing at the end.
That pissed me off. That made me so mad.
And
I wasn't the only one out there. When you see him go up into the clouds, you're looking for that image, something.
Right.
Everybody that watched that said the same thing. Like, it's coming. Oh, here it comes. Nothing. Such a letdown.
And then you had the really, really bad Fantastic Four.
Oh gosh, I had a really hard time getting through that.
That one was awful.
Get caught up with you guys. Sorry. Yes, the movies are okay, Steve. That I totally agree. This next one, though, I think is going to be decent.
Now, are you talking about the Dumbledore one?
I'm talking about the Dumbledore. That's the one I want to see.
Okay.
The Fantastical Beast one. That's the one I want to see. That actually looks, because I watched the other ones of it, and those were really good.
All right, so you really liked Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
Definitely.
I made it through Fantastic Beasts.
Yep.
But those are ones that you've got to watch multiple times in order to really grasp.
Right.
You're not going to understand it all the first time you watch it.
We already had Silver Surfer. No, we haven't, Campbell. No, we haven't.
Not in the MCU.
No,
not since the MCU started with Hulk. So you got to go from Hulk on.
Real quick. Scott, brother, love you, buddy. Prayers to you and your family. I love you, buddy. Thanks for being here. We can put a smile on your face. Scott, love you, buddy. Anyway, sorry. Plastic Man is the best. Okay.
What was the other one? It wasn't Plastic Man. It was what was the first DC stretchy guy?
What?
Elongated Man.
Elongated Man.
Yeah, that was the first stretchy guy in DC there. But then they changed Miss Marvel from stretchy to whatever powers they're giving her.
Sure.
And some people said, well, I'm glad they did that. Well, no, that's not the power that she has.
Right.
I mean, you got to give her what she has, and if she's stretchy girl, you're making a movie about stretchy girl. So
right.
I mean, yeah, is it stupid? Yes, but that's what you wanted. That's the character you created. Yeah, Plastic Man had those funky
Yep. That's funny. Hey, there's Scott. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's all 12, 13 issues of Watchmen, so that will be in your box when it comes to you.
Very cool. So you got the Watchmen Omnibus?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nice.
Or trade paperback, it's
That's
all
okay.
of them. It's all
still very cool to have. You can read it.
So
nice. But yeah, it's been a very nice week for something new. in our universe, in our comics and stories.
Right.
Like I said though, hands down, I won't give anything more away about the movie. I have to say, oh,
What's up, Jeff?
Jeff, I'm just waiting for the stupid chat to catch up. Come on, catch up on my side on StreamYard.
Right. Oh yeah, I know. It
Takes
was doing that to
forever.
me last night.
Yo, brother, birthday boy. If you guys don't know, Jeff is having an interview, I think, with Sarah Frazetta on his birthday. Very cool, Jeff. Did I miss the Morbius? Yeah, Scott, don't pay attention to those critics. Trust me, I think you'll enjoy it. If you haven't seen it yet, just
If you like the character, you'll like the movie.
I know Scott likes it. He'll definitely. Yeah, he is. Awesome, Jeff. Yes.
So, I mean, there's plenty of movies that critics have said are junk that are wonderful.
Yep.
And, you know, basically it's your own initial opinion. So if you,
yeah, it is. And it's
love
like
the character and you like it, then
what made me
love it.
happy. Yeah, what made me happy is, like I said, he's out there now. And then it's quick enough for the younger generation to understand what's going on and not get bored. And know who Morbius is, period.
I mean,
Now,
but it's you know, I love Flash Gordon. I love
Yep.
the hokey 1983, 84 Flash Gordon.
Yep.
I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a cult classic film, you know, but a lot of people that would watch it now would be like, well, that's garbage. Well, yeah, but it's super fun and I love it. The same way with Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's not that that's a great movie,
I love that movie.
but it's a lot of
great
fun
movie.
for people and they
So
have fond
much
memories of it.
Oh my
Flash
God.
Gordon, my sister and I walked to the theater.
Did you?
I was maybe 8. She was 11. It was our outing together. They left us money at home. We walked, I don't know, mile and a half, 2 miles to the movies. And, it was a fun day for us.
Right.
She still remembers it. I still remember it. I don't think she's ever watched the movie again, but I've watched it probably 50 to 100 times.
You gotta watch that. Yeah, but what are you doing?
Really?
You watch that.
I'll
You gotta
put you in
watch
the
that,
chat room with me and we'll watch it.
man.
Right now. Although I can't because we would get booted off.
Yeah, right away because of all the Queen music in it. We've tried doing that. It's such a bummer. The what was it? There was something else. Excuse me. Yeah, and no, that Flash was very cheesy, but it was fun. It was fun.
But if it hadn't had the Queen music with it, it would have been really bad.
Really bad.
If they hadn't done the entire score for it, that would have been an awful movie.
Yeah. It helped. Yeah. This was an awesome movie. Yeah, I do too. I have to get it on Blu-ray too, Scott. Big time. I have to get that too on Blu-ray. I don't have it on Blu-ray. That's surprising.
Yes, yeah, the one with Max von Sydow. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Very cool. Buy them.
The initial, I've got the first magazine in the back that Flash Gordon was mentioned in, and it was actually mentioned in 77, I believe, that they were writing the script for it.
Right.
So, yeah, I've kept that one when I had it and it was up for sale, and then I flipped through it one day. I was like, oh, this is an article about Flash Gordon, like the first article printed about Flash Gordon.
That's cool.
Then I kept it. I was just like, oh no, this is going to be mine.
Yep.
So,
well, that's just like you also do though, but you also like Rocketeer Man too, right?
Rocketeer, yeah. Rocketeer is my favorite character.
Yep. Did you like the movie?
Oh, I love the movie.
The movie was great. Yeah.
The movie was fantastic. And I love everything about it. So the whole setting and everything, that's one of those movies that I'm going to be like with you. If they ever release another one, I'll be like, oh, they're going to mess it up.
Yeah.
Disney's going to do something to it that's going to just completely demolish it.
Like I heard there was something about being told like Disney has the rights for Conan and something
I've
else.
heard that.
And something else. What are they going to do? Give him a wand? He's Conan. How can you keep that? You have to keep that at like a PG rating or something. It's Conan.
Yeah,
how are we going to do that?
I don't know how they're going to. You've got to find a very particular actor to play Conan. The last one they had, he was a big guy.
Yeah.
But he wasn't big enough.
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
He was a muscular guy. He was a tall guy. He was fit, but he wasn't Conan big. You got to find the steroided, roided
Timothy
out
Dalton.
dude.
That's right.
Yeah. Timothy Dalton did a great job as Barry.
Yeah, he did.
And then you had Hawkman was I can't remember his name offhand, but it was the guy that played in Star Wars Phantom Menace. He did the voice of the Gungan King.
Yep.
So like this.
Yes. And the one of the most aggravating characters out of the whole Star Wars.
No, not
Binks.
Yeah,
not Binks. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the king. I know you sounded just like it. It was perfect. That was a perfect interpretation.
You don't think you're better than the Gungans?
Yeah, I like that character. Was fine, but oh my goodness,
we sort of like this.
It's awesome, buddy. Yes, Jason Momoa. That's right. Yeah, he did okay. The role of Conan he got, but his look, size was bothering me.
Right.
If he was bigger like Conan's a beefy guy.
Schwarzenegger was all roided out when he played him.
Yeah, but he looked like Conan.
There is no way about it. He was roided out.
Yeah. And he made him too, I don't know. I'm not saying Conan's dumb. I'm just saying Conan's like, he's very black and white. It's like kill.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah.
He's a barbarian. Period.
If I can't kill it, I'm gonna.
That's Conan. So he's a barbarian. Period.
Help me, save me from this guy. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Now that I saved you from him.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's going to save you from me? That was Conan. And that's the Sumerian. If you read the Sumerian comic, it's how Conan is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Very gruff and
conquer, rule. A perfect example of that is the beginning of the Conan movie. The very first Conan movie was in the pit,
right? And
he's sitting on the throne, and the words he says that come out of his mouth, I can't remember the words exactly. But I remember in my head they were perfect. That was Conan. He was very rough, and it was kind of like the gladiator salute. Remember? Right. Like in Gladiator. Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's like boom, boom, and goes in, bam, that's it. Done. No black and white, just that's it. Conquer and everything. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
What is best in life? That's what they would ask.
Yep. That's it. Oh. You got anything more you want to talk about, bud?
No. I think
we're on the hour.
We can beat this horse forever just talking.
Yeah, we could. We really could. Yeah. Awesome week. Like I said, I didn't give too much away on Morbius. All I gotta say is the G-Man enjoyed it very much. And the critics out there.
G-Man gives it a thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs up. The Queen does.
I haven't seen it yet, but he says he likes it, so it's probably pretty
I
good.
hope you like it now. I really do. I hope you like it when you watch it.
I give Moon Knight a thumbs up. I really like Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, so, excellent.
If you haven't caught Moon Knight, go catch it. Coming out every Wednesday, and first episode's out. It was really good.
Yep. Well, a lot of people are complaining it's too slow, and I go, well,
Well,
They got
you're building on a split
building on the
personality
character.
character. You've got to
Exactly right.
explain all this
Yeah, you
for
do.
people that don't know who Moon Knight is and what
Yep.
his background problems are.
Yep.
He's got issues.
Yep.
A lot of them.
Yes, he does. I mean, it's just like Morbius, for example. This is his origin story. Boom, off the gate. This is his origin story.
Right.
It truly is.
Now, I do like how they're not doing a lot of origin stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just saying, okay, we're assuming you know who this character is, and if you
There
have
it
some
is.
interest, yeah,
You see that? Scott's got it.
before you.
Crush your enemies.
Other women.
That's it, Scott. Exactly. That's Conan. Period. Crom.
Mhm.
Excellent, Scott. Excellent. Yes.
But yeah. Check out Moon Knight. Check out Morbius.
Yeah.
If you're a fan, you'll like him. If you're not, you won't.
Yep. Don't
But
pass it up. If you're a vampire
whatever.
fan, definitely check it out. It's really, really cool. And then we got around the corner, there will be the new Blade movie. I am looking forward to that.
That's going to probably be in the next
phase, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yep. But I'm still looking forward to it. I'm so happy, John, because it's a monster movie. It's a monster character. And we now have 2 vampires in the universe. Makes me happy.
They might be in separate universes, so maybe
possibly, it's possibly
crack the sky again and merge them over.
Crack the sky again. But see, this is their option. This is what they got. They have options. They can do whatever they want,
right?
And I'm happy with it. Period. He got his time. I'm good with it. And then, that was the thing too. The delays. They said it was COVID and all that. Not exactly, because if you actually watch this movie, there's a reason why they released it on April. April 1st is kind of a weird day to drop it on, but it's like when they release this movie, they're releasing it now because after people that have already been watching Spider-Man to flow in with the Spider-Man universe, boom, to flow in with Doctor Strange. They're trying to keep it in a sequence there.
Okay.
So these characters could come back as a possibility. I cross my fingers. Oh, and yeah. Interesting side note, not to get I'm going squirrel. You know what? We'll talk about it another time.
Another time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another time. So excellent. This was fun. I've been so bent up about this. I've been wanting to tell people. I haven't told people on Instagram or any of my friends. I just said, yeah, it's good. I recorded a couple times. It was a blast. Oh my goodness. All right. John, what you got coming up, brother? Tell people.
Don't have a whole lot coming up. We are rebuilding our website. We are putting pre-orders on our website. So if you go over to marvelouscomics.us, certain things we will have on there for pre-order that you can get in bulk or whatever at a 25% discount, like Mandalorian #1, which is coming up soon. Yes. You'll want to grab your copies of that. That will be Grogu's first appearance in comics.
Nice.
And yeah. Then we've got our show, Claim Sale show, every other Saturday. We just had one yesterday. So I'll have another one in 2 weeks. Zach and I will be going down to MegaCon and then to Heroes Con. So if you see us down there, I'm the guy that looks like this, and he's the one you never see. Then, say hi.
Yes. Please do. All right, buddy. This was fun.
It was fun.
You community, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Check everybody's links down on the bottom. There's like 24 of them, I think, down there. Go check them out. Community, love you guys. John, see you next week, buddy.
See you next week.
Peace.